weather, AJ. Yeah, it's a Foodie Friday. It is starting to smell good in the Erie News Now Sunrise Kitchen. We've got Brianna Lyle from Zadie's Gourmet. Their home chef services here in Erie is live in studio this morning. We're talking about spinach and pine nut orzo. We're going to talk about great dinner parties here in the month of October in a little bit. But let's first get into the cooking itself and what smells so good. Spinach and pine nut orzo. Good morning.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me. This is something that my Instagram followers actually voted for this past week, what we'd be cooking today. So this is a spinach and pine nut orzo. We're going to use a little bit of boursin in there later. We'll all bring it back together. But right now, the fun part, as you can hear maybe, our butter is sizzling.
And as I can smell.
Yes, yes. We're going to go ahead and put this mirepoix, which is just a fancy way of saying carrot, celery, and onion. Go ahead and throw it in there. Don't be scared.
Let me help a little bit.
Yeah, you're qualified to put those veggies in.
Explain orzo for folks. Kind of looks like rice, but it's not.
It is. It does look like rice, and it's not. It's just pasta. It's just a short grain pasta. It looks like this when it's dry. It puffs up a bit more. Obviously, once it's cooked, I really like it because it's great for creamy sauces. It kind of gives that feeling of risotto, but you don't have to slave for hours over the kitchen making risotto.
When you're trying to come up with dinner party ideas this time of year, you know, that fall theme, what are some of the common ingredients in food that make that fall theme?
So definitely looking for those fall vegetables, squash, anything creamy. I use lots of pumpkin, acorn squash, pine nuts, walnuts, also just nuts in general I think are very warm and festive for this time of year.
All right, and as far as prep time for this spinach and pine.
Oh my gosh, 30 minutes, it's on the table. So after you get this mirepoix going and your veggies turn translucent, you're going to want to keep your pan up high for this one, get those little bits crusty on the bottom, and when that happens, after 10-15 minutes, you're going to deglaze your pan. You can use a little bit of chicken broth, half a cup of chicken broth. You can use a little bit of white wine. That's what I like. It adds a little bit of sweetness. And then after that, you're going to turn your pan to low heat, and you just throw in a few more ingredients: boursin, pine nuts, spinach, and your cooked orzo. It's really quite simple.
Yeah,
it's
it does seem pretty simple. You make it seem pretty simple, Brianna, so thanks so much for that. Now, coming up in the next half hour, we're going to talk about dinner parties. Before we get into that, if you could sum it up real quick, what, in your opinion, makes a great dinner party?
Oh my gosh, well, definitely the company that you have there, absolutely, in terms of hosting, but also, of course, it's great when you can hire somebody to come to your house and cook for you. We do the cleanup, so you're eating dessert, I come out, and it's like, hey, your kitchen is totally clean, the dishes are in the dishwasher, other dishes are put away. Have a great night.
That sounds pretty good. So we're going to talk a little bit more about the services that Zadie's Gourmet offers, and a little bit more, we'll dig into this spinach and pine nut orzo as well.
We'll finish it up.
Brianna, thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
We'll rejoin